Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Jackie. Go and get that note now, Dominique. DeMarick, go ahead and hit that note now.
Oh, I'm finna hit it. Let me warm up my voice up.
Hey, Jackie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Dominique, was my voice on the downbeat or the upbeat? I was all over the place. Jackie, I'm going to wear my shirt tomorrow.
Yep.
Gonna take a photo with our shirts on.
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna wear my other one.
No,
It's always one.
Because I got two.
I got two too.
I got two.
I got one. Maybe I need to order another one.
Get your one more.
Yeah, gotta give me a white and gold one, or black and gold.
Yeah, I see how you did that, bro.
My shirt last week was an inspiration shirt. So I had to go get a regular, real shirt for me this time. So the one last week is the inspiration.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
All I'm gonna say is, if y'all didn't know who J3 was, you knew on the back of that shirt who he was.
And hold on, I ain't on the front because it was just all snuggly. I got the word for today, snuggly.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Y'all say hi to us. We got a good show today. Y'all say what's up.
Yeah. James, you sent that, didn't you? Did you send that to
Not yet.
Huh?
I'm sending it now. I'll send it now.
Yeah, you can go ahead and send it to him.
Okay.
I just want to make sure he got it.
If anybody want to contribute or be a dancer at the club that I'm opening up,
Violation.
we're talking about river dancing though.
Oh, okay. Still violation.
Look at Dominique's face though.
Still violation.
You know what? I'm trying to figure out why is it that we talk a lot, fellas, and I'm just trying to figure out why am I the last to know
About what?
About the club.
No, I told you last week I was opening up the swing lane.
Oh, that's the swing lane.
Yeah, the one I had to keep muting y'all on.
Oh, the swing lane.
The swing lane.
Oh yeah. We stopped talking about this.
Yeah, we only deal with the finest of swing dancers.
Yeah. I don't believe. No. Yeah. No. Not the swinger lane, bro.
Oh, our motto is we're really going to show you what the full turnabout. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you. I've been waiting for them a sound effects for the longest.
I can't never have no fun.
Violation.
Hey, that's our motto.
Violation. Dominique, long time no see. Need to come back dancing. Dominique. Long time no see.
Hey, Renee. How you doing, sister? Miss Renee. Let me I want to tell the guys something. If you get a chance to dance with Miss Renee, if you want to make her day, if you want to make her dance complete, You put her in that diva walk and let her go and watch her go to work. Miss
That's what I
Renee,
said.
all I want to say was I was not ready.
Oh,
I will be ready next time.
There you go.
oh.
I was not ready for it, but I will be ready for it the next time because I already know you have been waiting and practicing on that. And when your moment came to shine, let me tell you, you
She
shine
deemed
bright
her
like
demon.
a diamond.
She
I mean,
deemed her demon. She deemed her
man,
demon.
look here. I had to stop for a minute and say, wait a minute, what what did I just witness here? You know, what hey, what happened? Anyway, I'm just kidding with y'all. I mean, no, she really did tear it up. Just wanted to shout out to her at last week's event, and we want to appreciate guys for being able to adjust with us so quickly and things. It was last minute. It was truly not in our control. We get a list of the events that they have there as well as the ones that they have in the city, and those were pop-up events that were not listed. So, and we did have people who were out of town guests. So we just wanted to make sure we accommodated those out of town guests. We never wanted to step on anybody's toes, do anything like that, or get away from our normal space. But in order to accommodate some people we had in town that had driven a long way, we wanted to still make sure we had something for those people. And we will be back downtown in the pavilion like we're supposed to be tomorrow, rocking it out. And guys, remember that the sun goes down a little earlier now. So that's the reason why we start a little earlier now. So we just want to make sure you guys get a chance to get it in. And again, our format, as everybody knows it, it's about having a good time. We don't care what dance style you do. Just get out there and make sure you social distance with each other. Make sure we're always hand sanitizing. Make sure you have a towel or something. Make sure you keep yourself like that. Bring water. Bring things to hydrate yourself. Do all of those things and just enjoy yourself. We play all kind of music, line dances, everything, just to get people involved in dancing in a safe way, in a very safe way. And we've been doing this for a few months, and we appreciate everybody who's come out and done it safely with us. You guys are the real MVPs in the whole thing. So we really, really appreciate, we really appreciate it. Let's see. Shout out to Renee. Miss Felicia calling us from Africa. Miss Fee. We see you from Africa. Miss Janetta, thank you for chiming in. Y'all know Felicia. She said hello, fellas. Janetta, Renee Upshaw, Dominique Slaughter, Jackie, of course. Janetta, I don't know who has a closed caption on. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's it was funny to you, so I must have missed.
I can see the captions is on live.
Oh,
yeah. That's the Facebook settings.
Yeah, it's Facebook setting.
Oh, okay.
So some of y'all, if y'all can't see, you can hear. And if you can't hear, you can read.
That's good. Jay Owens in the building and ready. What's going on, brother? What's going on? This is going to be a great, a really good show today. I think it's going to be really good. I'm trying to see how many people we got on before we even start getting into it, because I want to kind of get into something real quick.
Well, let's go ahead and get
15, 16 people real quick. So let me do this real quick.
It has to be T. It has to be T.
Lipton.
That's vodka in DeMarick.
No, exactly. And I have the tea, Lipton tea. Listen, I did a video this week and posted some things on my page about music and how what are downbeats, what are upbeats, different things like that. And now I get jokes from people like DeMarick and other folks all the daggone time now about upbeats and stuff like that. Listen, people, I only did I only did that because when we're talking about musicality, you have to understand these things, and we're talking about musicality. But the truth of the matter is, we dance on downbeats, we dance on upbeats, we dance on them all. Okay? We dance on them all. Now, you still gotta have rhythm though.
Oh, that part.
Now that's the thing. You count all day long, but you still have to have some rhythm. So and that can be practiced over and over with repetition. So, but again, just understanding that anytime you think about something going down or driving down, that's a downbeat. Anything that pops up, that's an upbeat. That's all. It's just for the sake of people learning music and understand that sometimes when you bob in your head, when you bob your head and it goes down, most of the time that's the downbeat. I'm just saying. But the other thing is people identify the beat pulse is certain things, and that's the difference. 2 and 4 is your beat pulse. You know, that's what you feel in your heart. You feel them 2s and 4s. You feel them 2s and 4s all the time. You feel them 2s and 4s, right? But we don't always feel them 1s and 3s, you know, because they go them 1s and 3s kind of don't, they kind of off to you. But they do make sense when you combine them and you create a dance called swing out. And other dances, West Coast swing, East Coast swing, hand dancing, kizomba, which moves whenever they feel like it. You know, right, DeMarick?
I don't know. I don't dance none of those. Dance.
And river dancing. That's definitely river dancing, does it?
River hand dancing.
I ain't got time for this foolishness today.
But hold on, Professor. Where can I find it? Where can I find it? Because you know, folks still ain't. They may not be clear. So can you help us find it here?
Find what? The video?
No. Where my up and down at? Where my up and down at?
Oh, play the song. I'll tell you.
See, right now, Dominique just took that drink on a downbeat.
So now everybody's supposed to be listening for the beat pulses. And the pulses where all the snares are. So now we start counting music. We're gonna start on the 1 and start counting the beat pulses. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 1. Y'all get it. The more you start doing that, you start feeling that your body has waves. It has a down and an up in your body anyway. That's what makes it kind of cool. Cool. Is there a delay in what we got on Facebook and us talking?
Always.
There's always gonna be a delay.
Oh, okay.
Always. You know what? I ain't played that one in a while. I'm gonna play that one tomorrow. I ain't played it 7 minutes and 50 seconds. So
yeah, you tripping. That's a good
okay.
Too.
So check this out. Let's kind of go over to the side. I think I answered your question. I think I kind of did a little bit. They're gonna catch up to us anyway.
Tip the dancer, tip the singers in the building. Hey, Miss Tiffany.
What?
Tip the singer.
Can I sing background for you?
Oh, let's.
Hey, best friend, CJ. Hey, best friend. What's good? Shout out to you.
Miss Janetta, yes, ma'am. Wholeheartedly. Yes. Let me put that on up there.
Can I get a ball in the bag, CJ, please? Okay, here we go. Janetta says, I spotted several familiar faces in the man's ups and down video. What was that like filming that and representing Swing Out? I have no idea because I wasn't in it.
They don't like me enough.
So. No, I'm not saying like that. I'm just saying I can't answer because I wasn't in it. It would have to be someone else who was actually in the video. Hopefully, there's someone on the line who was there. If there's someone there who was on there, maybe y'all can kind of chime in and let her know or respond to Janetta about it because we just didn't have a chance to be there. We wasn't there.
And the up and down is talking about the up and down beat that Dominique is talking about.
It's talking about life's up and down. It's not talking about musical up and downs. DeMarick, you are still being messy. You are starting to, you know what? Hey, bro. I'm gonna have to have James blow the whistle on you several more times.
You might as well get a bullhorn.
Hello, Pam Butler. How are you doing?
What's going on, Angela?
Hard-headed Billy Goat. Hard-headed.
Yeah, I'm gonna save all of mine for the topic today. You know, I gotta save all mine for the topic.
Okay, so all right, so here we go. Let's kind of. I think it's about that time.
Hold on, hear the video.
Oh, you want to play the video? Let's do it. Let's play the video.
I'm keep the sound down though. I ain't got time for Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You know the fun thing about it is, it was a hush project. Everybody kept hitting me up saying, "Hey, I'm being this." I'm like, "Okay, I know." And then the other couple started hitting me up. I'm like, "Yeah, I know." But it was cool though. Because that represents Dallas in Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. It was at the wrong spot, the night spot. That's where they filmed it at.
Oh yeah, J. Cole was in it.
J. Cole was in, him and his wife, Chris and Sharika.
Yeah.
Mr. Kasha is in it. Jerome is in it.
That's right.
But yeah, it was represented well.
It was represented very well.
Mm-hmm. Represented
I
well.
definitely salute those guys. It was represented very well.
My thought it should kick in a second. My bad, y'all. I should have went to the parts where the dancers were at.
It's all right. Y'all want me to sing the song for you?
I need you to go ahead and go to that part. Now I do like dancing to that song. We might have to play that joint tomorrow for sure.
There we go.
There we go. There's J. Cole.
Miss Kalisha. Ricky Rose in the background. You got the Allens in there dancing as well.
Yeah, Chris and Sharika.
Yeah. She said, "Can they get a bit of the background?"
Nope.
Yes, Facebook shut us off.
You know.
Put it up just a little bit, and then we're gonna go out of it.
And I love you.
That's good. They get this.
Got the Pearsons in there. But yeah, that was a nice non-secret project.
And I think they're actually steppers, right?
I think there was one or two in there somewhere. You talking about the Mans?
Yeah, the Mans.
I don't think so because they had to be taught. I don't know if they dance at all because I know they had to be taught in a little bit of swing out. So.
Well, let me still be the first to say, in honor of Swing Out, man, that was nice. That was an awesome representation of the dance. It really was.
Dom.
What?
Go ahead and let these folks know who we got today.
Uh-oh. Well, I hope you guys are ready for a decent show today. We're gonna bring him on real quick. You guys know this brother already, so I'm not gonna really give you like. Is he ready?
Oh, he been ready. Yeah, he just been chilling in the background.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna give you a lot on. I'm gonna let him talk to you about his own self, but we definitely want to welcome this brother because he is the reason for the show that we have right now.
That is very true. That is very true.
If he hadn't started with this thing in Houston, then it wouldn't have been an inspiration for me to do this with these fellas in Dallas. So we're gonna just go ahead and bring this brother on. Some of y'all already know him. I don't know if you know him, but without further ado, I'm gonna tell him to go ahead and introduce himself. Man, the myth, the legend.
What's happening, my brothers? What's happening? How y'all doing?
What's going on? We bring on without further ado our man Jay Owens. Slow motion zone. Slow motion zone.
I appreciate y'all for having me on, man, and allowing me to join you guys on this platform, man. I mean, y'all three awesome brothers that have supported me. Every last one of y'all have been on my show. Every last one of y'all have really imparted some great knowledge to the community. And I appreciate all of y'all. I'm honored to be on your show.
Yeah, by the time we get Jay on the show, he always doing the show. Now he on the show.
Exactly. Hey, I just want to. I'm humbled. I really am humbled, brother, because again, I remember asking you about it. I was like, "Say, man, listen, I watched the show. Even when you asked me to be on your show to start it off, and I was like, yo, this is what we need to be doing, man." And and I'm gonna tell y'all how real brothers do stuff with each other. I called that man up.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him about it.
Mm-hmm.
I got his blessing on how to do this thing. Then I came to these other three guys about it. I didn't just decide, hey. I mean, am I telling the truth, Jay?
You are, but I mean, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I appreciate it and I respect it, but the thing about it is, I don't own it.
I get that.
I don't own it, and I appreciate your approach. You know what I mean? Just out of respect. It's just a respect thing, and I appreciate that. And I don't, feel like you had to or anything like that. It's just a cool gesture. It's just a cool gesture. And of course, I support these type platforms, and I try to have different people on because we have so much knowledge.
Yeah.
In our community, so much knowledge. And again, like I said before, when you talked to me before, what you guys are doing is very important, man. It's extremely important because it's a perspective. It's a different perspective on our community that we don't normally have. The academic perspective, the academic approach. Usually we're more so dancing in contrast to teaching, the nuances of different aspects of the community. And it gives the audience a greater understanding and appreciation of what we do. And it also allows them to get to know us.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of people that see all of you guys dance, but they know who you are, but they've never heard you speak. They don't know how you think. They don't know your philosophies, and it gives them a closer connection to you guys,
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And we appreciate you for laying that groundwork. And so we just kind of followed your platform, and here we are. So tell us a little bit about Jay Owens for a few minutes. Give us a little bit before we get right into the topic.
Yes, sir. What's going on? Jay Owens. I've been teaching for Flow Motion's going on 11 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I had to talk about that one. 11 years I've been teaching and dancing. Houston two. I teach Houston two-step. Born and raised Houston native. That's my native dance. But I embrace the dance community first. I embrace the dance community above any dance style. Because it's our community. It's the African American community, and that comes before anything. But I digress. In our environment right now, I had to throw that in. We got to support each other. That's crucial right now. But anyway, I dance, I teach you some two-step, I do different styles, travel, showcase, compete, judge, you name it. Same thing all these other guys do. Just take their backstory and slap it on me. That's the same thing, man. It's all the same story.
But if y'all don't know, Jay got his Zydeco on. He had his cowboy hat on.
Yeah, I saw that.
He had his click clacks and everything. He was ready.
Yeah, man. I got some Louisiana roots in me.
Okay.
That's what's up, man. So and I appreciate all of the greats you've had on your show and your insight, even with those greats, on how you approach ideas about some things. That's something that we really should share a little bit more. Just the different insights without having to beef about it.
Right.
Just kind of, okay, well, you know what? I can see that. But let me hold on. Yeah, it's really good that we can bounce these things off of each other and stuff like that. And it was you who I thought of when we decided to jump on this topic today.
Right. Before we do that topic, he did leave out one title though.
Oh yeah, come on. You left out a bunch of titles.
What?
Well, I put up the main one for him here on the screen so everybody can see it.
Hey, wait a minute, hold on. The Emperor of Corona Land.
That's what it is.
Wait a minute, James. Do we have any footage? Do we have any footage of the Emperor of Corona Land displaying?
Oh, but you know what?
His talents. Do we? Because I don't think the people really understand the amazingness of this dancer. I just want to know: do we have any footage that we can share to the people of the talent of this man and what he really possesses?
That is my bad. That is my bad.
He's the only man that can dance in Corona Land without catching Corona. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes.
Got the only
There's got to be some. Because I know there's a million videos of this brother, but I know there's got to be some footage that we can pop out so the rest of the viewers can see this work of his dance.
Let me, but hold on, hit him with this first, because like DeMarick said, he had to let the world know last week.
See,
yeah. He got his click clacks. He got his flannel. He just rocking it.
Hey,
bro, we have to diversify, bro. We got to diversify. We have to express all sides of ourselves.
Absolutely. And James gonna pull that up for us real quick because I gotta let everybody. You talk about some dips and lanes and some musicality. Y'all think I got some musicality on some stuff.
But the other thing was, he's such a humble guy that
exactly.
He is so humble, but he had to let the world know as well.
He made that
let him know.
Let him know.
Hey, I'm repping the Virgos. I'm repping all the Virgos right now.
That was 6 minutes after minute. I woke up the next morning. I said, "Oh, that's how it's done." Okay.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Yeah, I'm repping the Virgos. We got to come in, and retain our throne of the Zodiacs.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. That's hot right there, man.
Let's see if I can find that.
All right. I'm trying to divert. What's the topic today?
Let's do this. Yeah, let's go on into it. He might be able to get it up in a minute.
We'll do it at the end. We'll do it at the end.
So, James, go on and hit it, bro.
This is our topic today.
Woo!
This is our topic today. Matter of fact, I gotta
turn it up. Got to turn it up some more.
such a big ego. I got a big ego. She love my big ego, so stroke my big ego. I like to joke around a little bit, but here we go. Welcome to the wonderful world. Go play the Earl Cub. Everything
So today, people, this topic is about egos in the community.
I don't understand why they tripping if you
On
ask
the
me.
male side, on the female side, instructor side, student side, and what it does to our communities.
Yeah, buddy. And I got a couple of questions round up for y'all.
Hold on.
Not yet. I'm just letting y'all know.
I need to say that again because I need to make sure they heard this so it can simmer in, because I already know it's gonna get real lit over here on this side with these questions and comments when I say it again.
Okay, hang on.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, Dominique, say it again.
Listen, people. This show topic today is about egos. Not just male egos, but egos. Instructor egos, student egos, good dancer egos, bad dancer egos, and what they do and how they affect your or our communities, our dance communities. Because not all egos are bad. I mean, it's not always bad to find it, you know. So we're gonna start. See, let me tell you something. I said it one time. We already got things popping up on the side.
You better define it.
Okay. It's about to go down.
Okay.
Who's ready? DeMarick, you want to go first, or do you want to go ahead with the first person?
I'm gonna let y'all go with that question right there first.
Let's go.
We got a guest on the show. We're gonna let him eat this up first.
Oh, sure. The question is, first define ego. I'll give my personal definition. When I'm referring to someone and saying their ego, an ego could be a good thing or a bad thing. You know, I think we all have egos. Like we take certain pride in, you know, what we do, or, you know, who we are, or whatever it may be. But I think what we're talking about now is, I'm assuming we're talking about a negative aspect of an ego. And
right.
A negative aspect of an ego is when you place the importance of what you think, what you feel, or your agenda over, you know, any and every, and you take that and you make it emotional. You know what I mean? You take it and you make it emotional, and it's not so much what's best, but what you think and what you feel. And because it's emotional, you can't get past, you know, your own, you know, thoughts or anything. You can't look at what's effective, what really works. You know, you can't set yourself aside. That makes sense. And oftentimes, because of your ego, to a logical person, you look foolish. You know, and you may maintain your stance, but to reasonable people, you look foolish.
Exactly. And so I believe that I think we should concentrate on, for this first segment, let's really concentrate on one side of egos. And then later on, let's kind of try to divulge into maybe some other sides of egos. And let's go ahead and knock this negative side of egos out first, because that's the one people already seem to be able to jump right in. I'm talking about right in on. And DeMarick, this probably will go right into your segment about your questions. But first, before we do that, James, did you want to say anything else about, because Jay just answered the question, did you want to get into the question as well too?
No, I just appreciate Jay using the wonderful words logical and reasonable. You know, because if everybody takes that approach, we can all be passionate about the dance, but have logic and reason, and be reasonable about every other aspect. You know, if your passion is here, somebody else's passion is here. Let them be. You know, 'cause that goes in the ego as well. Because you know, you could be some people that got zero dance skill and they ego way up here. And you got people way up here dance skill and they ego way down here. You know, so folks need to learn how to tamper it down or even bring it up a little bit. But use the right words, logical and reasonable.
I like how you use that analogy about people's dance and stuff, because sometimes that's extremely true. A lot of times the ones whose dance really is way up there, they truly have probably a smaller ego. Because they're so concentrated and focused on their dance, that what they're doing, that the ego tends to be that way. But it can egos can be a sickness.
It's called narcissism.
That you don't really know about it until you have really good friends that would check your ass about it. But anyway, that's we're gonna get that further on. DeMarick, did you want to answer about the topic of the definition of ego?
There are so many. No, I'm not gonna say anything, but I think Jay hit everything on the nose, man. With the dance, you learn so much, and you know who has the big egos and who doesn't. I'm gonna leave it at that, because I'm going to get more into depth once we really start talking about it, and just try to fix some things that are negative in the community when it comes to egos. Because we know egos is never going to go anywhere. Period. You're just going to have that. I mean, that's why you got so many people and not shooting slugs at anybody who's saying, hey, I'm the king of this, I'm the prince of that, things like that. Those are the egos. But I mean, we're gonna dabble into it. So I'm gonna leave it right there for the moment.
So DeMarick, hold on. So you saying then that check my resume or blueprint?
I had that on there way before I started dancing. When I first started Facebook, before I even started dancing, that was just.
But here's the thing: I don't feel like that's.
It's not bad.
That's not a bad ego to have, because you passionate about yourself and you want to rep. That's you need to say that for the next part of the segment. Y'all early. We still talking about the negative stuff in the segment.
James did it.
So I'm gonna say that we're just literally talking about the definition, guys, and we're talking about in a sense the negative definition. Jay, you did hit it on the head about the certain things and the negative connotation of what we're doing. And it is when we decide that our thoughts or how we truly feel about it is the only thing that's going on, and we'll use certain things about us to prove it, back it up, whatever. I did this, such and such, and I can tell you this why, because I have been that person.
Awesome.
I have no problem with even saying it on here. I've been. It's been. James ain't liked me. DeMarick ain't like me. It's all good, and I understand that. But sometimes, again, when I was getting into it, just on a personal thing, your passion behind something can sometimes cause you to have a negative ego about things, and it's not what you intended to do. But that's why I said it can be sometimes a small sickness. You don't even know that that's what it is. You truly think it's something else. And so I think a lot of times people don't even know, that's why I want to get into it, that they have an ego. They can't see it. The outside world can, but sometimes they truly can't see it. Am I correct in saying that?
I agree.
Definitely. Go ahead, DeMarick. I know you're ready. You got the mic ready. Come on with it. I know you got something.
Listen, you don't talk about my mic, sir. No, I'm playing. I'm gonna hit y'all with this question. Do y'all feel that do you always feel that you need to be the center of attention?
Uh-uh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I run from it. Not run from it. I make it a point to stay away from it. Put it that way.
Can I say this?
Go.
Let's get it.
It depends on your job at the time.
Okay.
That's true. That's true.
Because when each and every last one of us are performing, we want to be
The
the
center.
center of attention. That's our goal. That's our objective. So I don't want to, paint everything with one big brush. It has its place. So one of the young ladies in this said, she said, one should have balance in all that they do.
Hmm.
And I say that to say, when we put on our other hats, when we put on our instructor hats,
Mhm.
or we put on our hats to where now it's our job to help others in all that they do, I think at that point we should make it not about us, but now about them. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay. What about you, Dominique? You got anything? Answer that one, because I'm gonna hit y'all hard in a minute.
Oh, my bad. He ain't hit yet.
I think James should answer this before I say anything.
Well, like Jay said, it depends on the hat. If we in class, then yeah. Actually, now even then, I let a little bit be the pit bull for the most part.
Okay.
When I'm DJing, I want the music to shine. So y'all know how I do. I barely even get on the microphone.
Mm.
When I dance, it is all about the woman. I just paint a picture. Well, let me hush. Depends who I'm dancing with. I cut up with whoever. I cut up with the ones that won't have a problem with me cut up. Put it that way. Put it that way. Yeah. Because, some followers get in their feelings if you do too much. So, but yeah.
I agree. Y'all so quiet. Look at them.
So okay. I'm gonna be devil's advocate on the other side here.
Okay.
I enjoy the spotlight. I do. Now, does it mean I'm requiring it and am I asking for it? No, not at all. Because I can be dancing in a corner.
Mm-hmm.
But does it mean I'm gonna change the way I do my dancing? No. I'm still gonna shine. So if shining means I'm asking for the spotlight, or if people want to say that I'm out there showing off, so I'm asking for and I'm trying to get the attention out there, then that's fine. Y'all go ahead and say that. That's fine. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to make the most. I'm so into the music and what's happening with my partner that if you think I'm out there showing boat and whatever and all that, okay, well that's you. But here's the other thing. I've been taught a certain way how to dance for so long, I literally sometimes don't know how to dance any other way.
Mm-hmm.
So, and sometimes people will say, well, you dancing to the front all the time. Well, that's probably the only place where there's any room. Honestly, I used to be at Brick House in DeSoto, and if you didn't dance up there in that little front little area, DeMarick know what I'm talking about, James know what I'm talking about. If you tried to dance back closer to that stage, you was gonna get smushed up. That's just the truth of it. So it wasn't that somebody, because people will say, "Oh man, you showboat." No, hold on. Sometimes it was necessity and space. If the song is good, Jay gonna tear it up.
Yeah.
It don't matter. He ain't asking for the spotlight, but he gonna tear that song up because he dig it. Y'all the ones gonna sit up here and say, "Oh man, he begging for that spot." No. I enjoy the experience of doing it and letting my light shine.
Yeah.
That's what I enjoy. So if that's saying I'm trying to take the light, okay, then say that. But other than that, am I concerned whether you're paying attention to me when I'm dancing? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to figure out all kind of new creative things to do with this woman I've been dancing with. And especially if she's a beginner or something like that, I'm trying to figure out what we can rock and roll and do. I am not worried about if you see us dance or not.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that I hope I answered the question, but we got some stuff going on.
That answered it.
Okay.
Hold on. In my DeMarick boy, listen.
Okay, so what we got? We got another question, or are we going to the side? What we got?
I haven't seen one on the side. We've seen one because I got another question for y'all. I got y'all wrapped up today. So I wanted to know y'all opinion on some of these things. So if we don't have any on the side, I got to
make sure we highlight Kebra and
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Go ahead, DeMarick. I mean,
Go ahead, DeMarick.
Marcus.
Okay.
Lord, get the boy name right.
So my next question is this, and I'm gonna try to go in a little depth about it. Do you surround yourself with yes people? And what I mean by that is like those people who will not challenge you or the way that you think or offer a different path in the things you do. Do you always got to surround yourself with yes people?
Man, I'm gonna answer this one. Let me get on this one first.
Because you know we have them. We got those people that
man, look here.
They do no wrong.
Let me tell you something. My best friend, CJ, little bit, the unique squad, my mama. No, these people will be the first ones to say, man, look here. I don't know what you thought that was, what you think you're doing. That wasn't what that was. No, man. No. 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 Don't, man, please, no. Not at all. Because that, man, please, no. And I see a lot of people who do it too.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, that's a very dangerous thing because you find yourself living in a delusion. You find yourself believing stuff about yourself that ain't true
at all.
You know, and what ends up happening is because we live in a world that's real, the best way to deal with it is to be real, you know, and address and be honest with yourself. I'll say this. A lot of us who've been in competitive activities, whether it be sports or whether it be it doesn't matter.
River dancing,
anything that requires you to receive coaching. You appreciate that coaching because it's real. I don't know nothing more real than a coach.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing more real than a coach because they come to you hard, and a lot of times you hate them because they come in hard. But then the thing about it is when you perform with excellence, you appreciate them. You know, and what happens, I think, when we get out into the real world is it's easy to get caught up into ourselves and into us. You know, and we don't have to have a coach. We don't have to have nobody that is going to check us. And when I say coach, I mean somebody on your team that's going to check you. You know, somebody that's not the lead of your organization that can check you. Exactly. You know, I have people like in my class, you know, people on my team. Sometimes I get caught up in conversation, and you know, I get my people that'll come, hey, time for class. And you know what I do? Okay. You know what I mean? And go do it. You know, not because I'm gonna start when I get ready to. You know, this is my organization. No, that's stupid. You know what I mean? That's dumb. We need to start on time. These people came with a time in mind. Let's do that. Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I said earlier, not get caught up into you, but what needs to be done. You know, and when you get people that's real about you, that can say comfortably, hey, Don, you know, hey, we supposed to be on this. Where is it at? You know, you said you was gonna get back with me on this. You got it? Or did you do it? Hey, DeMarick, did you know what I mean? And they're gonna keep you on your toes on whatever projects or whatever you need to do. And what that does is that helps your organization because you function in excellence, you know.
Like
I mean, you need them. You know, sometimes you need your little ego bruised. You know, you need it bruised. Some of you need it beat to death. I'm gonna tell you. You know what I mean? It needs to be battered because it's out of control. You know, and I say this out of love.
Like it. J3.
Yeah.
Well, number one, Lil Bit is my dance partner, so that ain't happening.
Yeah.
You know, she always keep it real with me.
Yeah.
Number two for me, actually number one for me. Let me even before a little bit. See, for me, that dude right there, he been coaching 40, 50 years. That's my old man. So it ain't even an option, y'all. Because, you know, that's the epitome of ain't no I, ain't no me, ain't no whatever. It's always team or we.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's where I man to get it from for the most part, my old man. So even with this dance, like people ask me, I tell them, I said, I'm only committed to one thing, and that's the dance.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is secondary. Period. So, you know, they even keep my ego in check. This dance was here before me, this dance is here now, it'll be here after me. You know, we just here for the moment. So, you know, I don't care how big you get. We all get hit by a bus tomorrow. Somebody gonna fill our spots.
Yeah.
Right.
They might not do it as good as we did it, but they still gonna fill our spots. You know, so
Right.
it is what it is. So, nah,
Yeah.
man, just stay humble, dog. Just stay humble. Just stay humble. Everything. The thing about it is, if you stay humble, everything just falls in your lap without you even asking for it.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it.
I agree with that. Definitely agree.
DeMarick.
What's up? You ready for another?
No.
You gotta answer the question, bro.
Oh, my question? Y'all want me to answer my own question?
Yeah.
I never surround myself with yes men or yes women. I'm always, one thing about me, always been open for to learn and to grow in anything that I do, because I don't know it all, and I don't pretend to act like I know it all. I can be hard-headed like anybody else till that person starts making sense, and when that person starts making sense, it's like, you know what, that person, they got a point. They got a point, because sometimes, like Dominique said, sometimes we don't see things because we don't want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And we think we know, we got all the answers, and we think we got this, and I know this dance, so you can't tell me nothing. It's not the truth. We all can grow and learn from each other if we all just open our minds up to listen. And so I never surrounded myself with yes people at all. And I'm never going to surround myself with yes people, period. Because I want to be around people who's going to give me the real, who's going to tell me when I'm right and who's going to tell me when I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. So that's my answer on that.
So,
just like I had to tell DeMarick last week about bringing his ass on this live late. I told him about that too many times, and I had to throw that one in there. That was some funny stuff right there, because I'm always late. So that was some funny stuff. My bad. But anyway, thank you for, hey guys, thank y'all for really answering that question for people. Let's shout out to these people real quick on the side that feed us and take care of us. I just want to shout some names out while I got a moment. Pop Keeper's Records thing up there while I'm actually shouting out to some people. Let me go back a little bit. Let's see, because Jay, you got some people in the building you didn't even know about. Chanel, shout out to Chanel in Oklahoma. We got a little bit on the line. We got LaToya Connor. Nice to see you, Renee Upshaw. My man Phil. Hey, that boy can dance. Y'all better get y'all a dance with Phil, ladies. Monica,
Phil. I'll talk to him on the side. Come to the park tomorrow, Phil.
Come on, hang out with us, Phil. Janetta, we're gonna get to your question in just a minute. Kebra record. Let me tell you something. That's old school Kebra record. Listen, another one of them great dancers, and your girl is on the line, Jay. Ursula is on the line.
What's up, Urs?
CJ, my girl CJ is in the building. Tasha, what's going on, Funky Town? Funky Town is in the building. Pam Butler's in here. Even our man Johnny Bondage.
Johnny B.
Johnny B.
H-Town
on
legend.
the scene. That crept up on the scene. So let's check this one out real quick. Hey, Dance family. Shout out to Tracy's Dirty Dozen, Maurice from the Lodge, Dunn, Pee Wee Big Smooth, and the late Jason Black Butterfly. There was something unique about each instructor. I took their classes back to back and some at the same time. Respect for the dance is what I observed about all of them. Terrible T refused to teach the start off and directed you to Tracy. When competition began, I had to dance with others to learn how to compete.
That's real.
Interesting and real. Interesting and real. What else we got over here?
Got Johnny French in the building.
Johnny French in the building. Okay.
Got Ken in the building.
Alicia says I had to learn to be okay with the spotlight. Now, if I can simply learn how to actually dance, worth something. So here's another good question from Little Bit. So for some, it's passion or ego in their approach. Is that a question, Little Bit, or is that?
Oh, she said,
Is it passion or is it ego in their approach?
Yeah, she's saying which one is it?
Okay, yeah, which one is it?
Depends on who you're talking about.
Right. Depends on the individual.
Yeah, it has to go on somebody.
Kind of like what you described earlier, Don, when you're dancing and you dancing in front, it's your passion. You know what I mean? It's what you enjoy. But then you have some that just feel like they need to be in front, not because it's their passion, but they just want to be seen in order to build a rep.
That is true.
Man, look here.
Uh-oh,
that was almost like a slug from that weapon that you just had. I seen you build the other day.
James raising his hand.
Look, James, go ahead, bro. I feel it.
I'm gonna say this, man, because see, some people they don't truly understand the dance, the aspects of the dance, the culture of the dance, all this and that. Look here, if we front and center, especially if we want to travel with our dance, we're gonna be on the outside. It's real. The dance is real simple. So when you think we trying to be up front, trying to shine and this and that, if I'm traveling up and down that track, I'm gonna go to a spot that's offering up and down traveling on that track. Guess what? That's right in front of your face on the outside. But to you, they just want to be up front showing out. No, I'm being respectful of the other dancers that's trying to stay inside the box. You might have your circular dancers in the middle. You might have people that's not gonna travel. You might have people that just gonna keep their space right here in the box. People on the outside, they might want to move a little bit. It could be as simple as that. But you're sitting there with your buddies all talking about, look at them. They always gotta be right here. Yeah, we're right here because we're respectful of our other dancers that's as elsewhere.
Is that ego?
That's being respectful.
No, I mean, is that an ego from the outside participants?
And that's
yeah,
and that's what I was about to say. Is I mean, how do we get to a point where they can understand if it's passion or if it's ego?
Some don't want to understand.
Some just won't understand. You're right. Some
they don't want to,
and some don't want to.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
They don't want to.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm not dancing for the ego. I'm not even dancing to get recognition from no one. I dance because the music's moving me, and I'm dancing from my heart and what I'm hearing at that time. But to everyone else, he's showing out. He doing too much. He this, he that, and that's crazy to me. Because if we're all doing dance as an action, and that's what we all doing. If we're all doing the same thing, I think a lot of us, when we step on the floor, want to look good.
Hang on, DeMarick. Hang on. That man said dance is an action.
Woo. And that's what we all do. And at the end of the day, we're all dancing. Whether it's two-step, Houston two-step, it's still a dance. Kizomba is a dance. Swingout's a dance. West Coast a dance. We all want to do it to our best, and we all going to do what the music makes us feel.
So let me ask, since we have a guest, and we do have another dance style, you guys, because we can't speak from that perspective, another dance, but do you feel that in your dance community, do you feel the egos being a big part of it? And maybe if y'all don't mind, can we switch this? It's kind of general, let's kind of narrow it down if y'all don't mind. Are we talking about students? Are we talking about just dancers? Let's kind of.
I would say dancers because let me say this. I would say people of influence.
Okay.
And because those are the ones that affect the community the most.
Gotcha.
And people of influence are not always instructors.
Right. It can be a promoter. It can be competitive dancers that people recognize. It could be, anybody that is upfront, recognize what they say, people listen to. Those individuals, and unfortunately, when those individuals speak, depending on what's coming out of their mouth, you have those that, especially some that are not really strong-minded, will follow a negative perspective without even investigating. They may see you dancing, and one person might be like, "Man, I love to see Dom dance, boy, that boy go hard." But then the very next person sitting over is like, "See, he get on my nerve. He always trying to show out." Two different perspectives watching the same dance.
Exactly.
And it's like, who do you choose to surround yourself with? Me, I want to hear that positive person. That's me. But then you have weak individuals that they kind of flow with the negative.
And so in a sense, they are supporting an ego.
There you go.
Exactly. A leader is not a leader if he has no one following him. He's a man taking a walk. Okay. The thing about it is this: those individuals, what we have to do is make sure that we outnumber those negative individuals. You won't change them. You won't change them, but you can outnumber them by, forums like this. Getting understanding, being like-minded, things of that nature. But you won't get rid of them. I mean, anything you do, we're humans. I mean, we're talking about dance, but that negative aspect goes into every aspect of human life. Work, church. I mean, everywhere. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. But just understanding that, I think you deal with it from that perspective, and I think that that plays a part in the whole ego thing as well, because then that's ego from a different perspective, not from the forefront, but in the background.
Got you. Makes sense. Total sense.
Can't stand DeMarick. Oh, somebody can't.
DeMarick show out too much. I told him that. I said, DeMarick, you show out too much.
That's all I can say.
12 times.
Give him something to hate, DeMarick. Give him something to hate.
But listen, this is one thing about me. I tell everybody that all the time. I'm gonna do me regardless whether you like it or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That just comes from my mom. My mom was a professional dancer for a long time. And anytime you step on that floor, that's you. Whether people are there or people are not there. What you about to say, Dominique?
But that doesn't mean you have a cocky ego.
No, at all. I just love what I do, and I enjoy the dance itself and the people the person I'm dancing with and the people around me. That's the only reason I do what I do. Easy. Like when we all go to ISDC, we go there to do what?
Damn.
Just have a great time and enjoy each other
and compete.
But we all gonna do it in a humble way, and that's where
right,
man. We gonna. One thing I like about ISDC, we all gonna support each other. We all gonna say good luck, go out there and kill it. Everybody giving like just positive energy. Go ahead, Dominique.
I have to say this, and I had to stop what you just said. Many people don't really understand what goes on in the background before people go on the floor.
Right.
They in the audience. They don't see the people over there hugging each other, telling people to calm down. I know you're nervous. It's gonna be okay. All that because these people want to show their craft. They want to compete. They want to perform, but they have been told negative things so much about competing. And people just don't understand the love that's happening. I'm talking about even when people getting ready to showcase and compete against each other.
Right. Big time.
I'm talking about big time. Because we all understand there's a respect and a love for the art that you're about to put on the floor. And we know whatever you about to put on the floor, you had to work hard for it or whatever. And the other thing is, I got to concentrate on what I got to put on the floor.
Yes. But that's the love that everyone have for this dance that people don't see, like you said. You know, when someone go out there and something happened and it may not have went their way, you don't see the people back there giving them hugs like, hey, y'all good, you know, hey, you did your thing. Like words like that is what makes you want to keep growing and coming back the following year and doing your thing. And so we have to understand, man, we step on that floor, we should be proud of our dance style that we're doing. At that, it's not any difference than a Hispanic person doing salsa and stepping on that floor and killing, or let's just say a Caucasian person doing West Coast and they kill it. Whatever style you do it at its best. Do what makes it feel good. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Good way to end that segment, bro. Todd, what we talking about is egos tonight. We talking about egos, how they affect the community in all kind of ways, and we're just jumping on different topics of egos. One ego we don't want to talk about a lot of. We don't really want to talk about this ego a lot, but it's time to jump on in this. Instructors' egos.
Okay, that's real. Okay, you just got real.
Real fast. And we need to talk about it.
How do the egos of the instructors affect the overall view of the community? Because a lot of it, we have to remember, people are taught through the instructors unless they don't come to class at all. And then, I mean, there's a very small amount of people who just say, I ain't paying no attention to them, and they still come to class. But the majority of people are really paying attention to you. How much of your ego is in the way of the progress and learning of your students? That's just one thing, right? I mean, we can even ask a bunch of questions to each other. Just right there, how is your ego possibly stopping the growth of your own students and organization?
Let's talk about that. Let's start off with that. James, Dominique, do I not have an open door policy in my class?
I asked the question.
Look, no, I'm just gonna go into it. Not only that, I tell my students to please venture out and learn more from other instructors. I don't know everything, but one thing that I did do when I started out learning this dance was I had my home, which was SSFD with Chris and Sharika. But I also got other things from Dominique, James, Adrian, Big Smooth, all these instructors that we have. I done been to everybody's class in DFW. And even in Fort Worth, I done been to everyone's class, but everyone that I learned from, I took something from. So I tell everybody, I'm made from everybody who was an instructor in this dance. That's me. I got a little bit of everybody. I have to get to the point of stop being like, well, my student can only learn from me, because that's BS. How your student going to grow and to be able to dance with everybody? And that's the key, to be able to dance with everybody, not just you. Your student should only, well, I can't dance with the other instructor. I got to wait till my instructor come in and dance with me. That's BS. Y'all have to let y'all students get out there and learn and expand, because that's going to make you better. It's going to make you a great leader. Going to let his students do what he got to do.
That's the key word you just said right there, leader.
Exactly. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
You said leader. I agree 100% with you, DeMarick. Again, like I said earlier, slap y'all backstory on mine. It's the same. I just like you. I went to different instructors, just like you. I feel like I like to tell people all the time, I'm a product of the dance community.
Yes.
I'm a true product because I went to different instructors, because I recognized early on that different instructors had things to offer. And for me, it struck a bad chord with a lot of instructors, because when I learned, the culture was different. That wasn't cool.
Yes, there you go.
You know, back then when I learned. So I stepped on a lot of toes because I knew what I wanted. I was willing to step on toes, and I was willing to take that backlash in order to improve and be better.
Exactly.
And I've been able to back that up through my organization, through my teaching, through the students that have gone on to become instructors and competitors and all the other stuff that they do now, you know. But I was willing to take that flack, you know, in order to do what I do.
Exactly.
You know, and the thing about it is, like you, DeMarick, I encourage myself. You know, I don't ask my students where they go. I don't ask them who you going to, why you over there. I don't do any of that. The reason I can't do that is because I would be a hypocrite.
Got you.
You know what I mean? I would be a hypocrite. So I can't go to all these different instructors and learn all this stuff and then tell them don't do it. I would never. Even if they go to an instructor that I know is not going to be effective, I still want you to go experience that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need that experience too. You know, so you know, you want them to have the good experiences, but you also, it's important that they experience those negatives so they can learn, you know, what landmines to avoid.
Yes, sir.
You know, and of course, I ain't gonna put my mouth on nobody and talk about nobody. So, you know, I think that's inappropriate as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I agree with you 100%, DeMarick.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Like Jay said, back in the day, it was frowned upon to be going elsewhere. Actually, when I got my 6 moves, I was told that's all I ever needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, but I want more. You don't need more. That's all you ever need.
Right.
Okay, but I want more. So you're not even listening to your student right now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you saying, hey, I can send you over here, over here, over here, you kept trying to keep me in this box here. When I'm sitting there telling you, I need more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the beauty about it is now, it's like Jay, you down in Houston. Check this out. All 3 of us on here,
Mm-hmm.
we all teach on the same night. And we don't care who student walked through whoever door that night. It don't matter to us.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter. Man, go get it. Go
Right.
get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get the knowledge. Go get whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because we don't own no students at all.
You know, you're right.
So, you know, it's just funny. Because, you know, there are people that be like, put it this way, you can know who only go to one class, who only dance one particular style, and can't dance with anybody else. Because if they ain't been nowhere else, they gonna dance that one style they lost. They are lost like sheep.
Mm-hmm.
And the shepherd ain't been good to them. So I'm gonna leave it alone.
Shepherd ain't that good too. Right.
You know, I kind of hate to hear that.
But that's the truth, Dominique.
Because I came before you.
Right.
And I visited several classes. And when I visited those classes, maybe I'm just a different person. I visited those classes to figure out the teaching technique or style that was appropriate for me.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever qualities it was. And the thing about it was, when I felt like I mastered whatever it was that they were teaching, I moved on. I didn't ask them. I didn't tell them. I didn't do anything. But at the same time, because I knew what they were teaching, I tried to model myself after really good dancers in the community that were better, that I knew were like, oh man, I like what they're doing. So I could visually see where they were going with what they were doing in the dancing. So I didn't necessarily take their classes, but I did ask them questions.
Mm-hmm.
I did, like, I'll say, for instance, one of my biggest influences was Melvin Pee Wee Rollins. And I never took a class with him. Never took one. But we talk about dance all the time. The whole thing, like, it's almost like if you hadn't taken a class with Master Red, but you and Master Red was so cool, and you talked about it so much that he was still your father. You know what I'm saying? I never formally took a class with him, but he was one of them that be saying, "Hey man, hold on, let me show you something." It would show you something that, and now you're like, "Oh, I'm hooked." Now I gotta always get some knowledge or something from this person. You know what I'm saying? It would be the same equivalent as far as instructors were to me. So I didn't necessarily always go to different ones.
Right.
One was mine, but back then it was like people even said, okay, you go to Terrible T to get your countdown. You go to Cheryl over here to smooth it out for you. Right. You go to such and such and such. And I appreciated that because it meant, like, oh, that means they were concerned with some type of progress. But they were also saying that people had specialties and you should go to them for their specialty. And that's the best way for you to get it, because mine was, I went to Terrible T first. Then I heard about Cheryl. Cheryl was the one to get you smoothed out. Went over to Cheryl. Then Tracy had the new kind of more up-to-date kind of class where you kind of enjoy stuff a little bit more. And then I went to Tracy's. So I had that. And the more I did that, I ran into more and more dancers. I went out to Fort Worth. I did this. I did. It opened up everything else by going to those three main instructors.
Exactly.
So I can see how everybody went to instructors, but I didn't go to a lot of them. I just went to about three main ones. And the thing about it was they basically almost taught pretty much the same thing. Just one may have had a different approach to it. Somebody may have been a little bit more structured. Somebody had a little bit more knowledge than the other one. It just kind of played out that way.
I don't know, man. I mean, just for me to piggyback off James, like when I I'm not gonna say match. When I learned this dance to the entire where I knew what I was doing, I used to go ask everybody, like, yo, give me some more. I need some more. I need, I know this ain't all the swing out. I know this ain't the only thing you can do is swing out. And everybody kept saying, no, D, you got it, D. You don't need nothing else. You got it, bro. You got it. I'm telling y'all, it didn't take it. It took me going to IFDC my first time to open my mind up to some things. So I'm going to shout out one person that talked to me was Marcus, and I'm going to shout out two other guys, which is Dominique and freaking David. That opened my mind up to an ocean full of things that you can do with this dance. So I'm going to tell y'all, don't let anyone limit what you can do in this dance. I'm always trying to press the envelopes. I'm always trying to create new things. I'm always trying to create something as long as it's within my foundation. I'm always trying to create something that I can always press the envelope. But don't let people tell you that this is all the dance is. I mean, look at Houston Two-Step when y'all see Jay do his thing. It proves that it's so much you can do in this dance, or even seeing the musicality that they do in Houston Two-Step now. Like, dude, we have people, just don't let people just put you in this box and that's it. Don't let them put you in that box, man. Because once my mind opened up, oh my God, that changed my dance forever. So I owe them three guys for real, like just for opening their minds, and definitely for J3 to always stick it on my, on me. D, why you ain't dancing? D, why you ain't doing this? He was always that one that pushed me to keep going, to keep. You make mistakes, so be it. Just go out there and enjoy yourself.
Right. That's what's up. I think a lot of it has to do with your objective. What is your objective? You have some people that come into the dance community that think of things to improve the community. And then you have others that are in the dance community thinking of things to benefit themselves. So with those two different perspectives, you're going to get different, reaction to certain things.
Yes.
A person that is looking to improve the community understands that it's not all about them. So you do things in order to, sometimes you have to step aside. Sometimes you have to step to the back. I stopped competing for a while because people didn't want to compete against me, which means I'm not having no fun because I don't have nobody to compete against. So I stopped competing for a while in order to let others catch up. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So I'm not doing this for myself to where I'm just gonna stay out there and I'm just gonna beat everybody and I'm, you know what I mean? No. That's not helping the community. That's not helping the community grow. Sometimes you got to step back and be like, okay, y'all go ahead. You know, in order to allow the skill level of the entire community to come up, you know, and not have that mindset, well, you know, I'm gonna shine. It got to be about me, and you basically hold back a lot of people when you have that mentality, you know, and you have the talent and the ability to help them, you know. So you really have to, in my perspective, you know, when you start talking about ego, I think the positive ego, you know, and when I say positive ego, I'm saying having an ego enough to say, I think I can help the community.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? A negative ego is, well, I'm doing this thing and I'm putting it down, so I want my credit or recognition. As a person that has a positive ego and understand that my job is to help the community, you got to have an understanding that you ain't gonna always get credit.
Yes, sir.
You know, a lot of stuff that I've done in the community or whatever, I don't get credit for, and I'm not asking for credit. I don't even worry about it, you know, as long as the community is getting better. And that's what it's all about. And the thing about it is people will respect you for your work.
I agree.
You know, you may not necessarily get, those individuals that's about themselves, they ain't gonna give you no credit. They ain't gonna do that, you know. But those individuals that understand the importance of the community, you know, that was one of the reasons why I really tried to encourage Dom and you guys to do what y'all do, because it's not about me and, well, I want to have the only, you know what I mean, you know, platform where people talk about dance. No. I'm not the only one with knowledge. Y'all got a lot of knowledge. Just between y'all three is like ridiculous. You know what I mean? So, but that's better. That's me thinking of the community and what's going to benefit the community, not me.
I agree.
I think that is the biggest issue in our dance community, is that different perspective of having an ego enough to say, I can help the community and going out and doing it. And then having a negative ego and saying, well, it's all about me. And I need, you know, this and I need that. And I got to go put myself out and let everybody know, hey, look at me. I'm the greatest in the world. Hey, y'all, look at me. You know what I mean? Which is pretty sad, you know, and most people that's watching you, you know, with that type of ego, you know, if I do that, they're going to be like, what's up with this dude? You know, now you're going to have those yes men. Like y'all said earlier, yep. I'm trying to tie all this stuff together.
I got you though.
Have those yes men.
Right.
I was talking about earlier. That's gonna encourage them in that, but it's not gonna benefit the community, and it's probably gonna have an adverse or a negative effect on their ultimate goal, because those wise individuals in the community will recognize it and kind of shun them a little bit.
There we go.
This cat got that diggable planets.
Got to take it way back sometimes for him. So
I was at a little graduation dance. Look at that. Oh, look at him.
So is that passion or is that ego, people?
I'm having fun on that one
already, and that's what it's about.
Can I tell y'all something? This might sound bad. When I do dances and showcases now at this phase, I don't even much really care. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just having fun. I'm serious. If you don't like it, okay. But I'm just having fun. I ain't gonna lie. It might sound bad. I'm sorry for y'all that may be offended, like I should care. I don't. I'm just having fun, and hopefully you enjoy what I do.
Hey, James.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me pop this one on there real quick. I've been waiting on. I was already ready to share this one. I hope it shared the screen for me the right way.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. I hope it play and everything. Like, there we go. Play like. There you go.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah, I went ahead and stopped it. I stopped it. So I don't want the people to. There you go. I just had to show that one, man. That one right there.
Yeah.
Woo!
That was Vegas right there. That was some years ago. That was fun.
and that's the thing that I tell folks, man. That's when you know it's passion. You know, I wouldn't want to learn from nobody who don't put they all into something that they love to do. Why would I pay my money if he don't enjoy what he does?
That's it. I tell my students all the time. Master Red taught me something when I very first started dancing. He said, because he was watching me in my first beginner competition, and I'm coming fresh out of sports, right? You know, you get your game face,
Yeah.
right? I got my game face on dancing. He called me to the side. He said, "Let me talk to you." He was like, "You enjoying yourself?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool." You know, because I only got one mindset on competition, and that's to, you know what I mean, destroy, beat everybody. You know what I mean? And he was like, "The audience feeds off your energy."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "What you give them, they're gonna give you. So if you're nervous and scared, they're gonna feel that. If you know, angry, they're gonna feel that. But if you excited, if you having a good time, they're gonna feel that, and they're gonna enjoy you better." So just that energy of, and I had to grow to the point where it's like, I'm gonna have fun, and what ends up happening is the audience have fun.
Yes.
You know, I'm gonna do my thing and enjoy myself, and they're gonna enjoy you. It's just that simple. You know, it's just. Can I touch on something real quick, DeMarick?
Yes, sir.
And you said a couple of times, and I wanted to drop this little tidbit. You said a couple of times that I don't know everything. Okay, you said that a couple of times, and I just wanted to say that's what makes you powerful. That's what makes you powerful, is because you realize you're wise enough to know you don't know everything. A person that believes that they know everything at that point stops learning. And at that point, they start to fall behind. But a person that believes that they don't know everything, a lot of times when they speak, it sounds like they do. And it sounds like they do because they keep their mind open for more knowledge. More knowledge. So you keep yourself in a position, because you recognize you don't know everything, in a position to continue to learn. So you continue to be wise. So when you speak, people look at you like, this dude know everything. No, I'm smart enough to know I don't.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So I just want to drop that on you real quick, because I appreciate you said that a couple of times, man, and I picked that up, man. That's wise.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I'm always keeping my mind open to learn new things. Like I said, again, I don't know everything when it comes to certain things. I don't. And I'm willing to learn as much as I can to to have that knowledge of knowing what to do. Or even if my student asks me something that I don't know, I know get to somebody that do know. And that's what it's all about. Because now once they're learning, I'm learning the same thing. Okay, I get it. So now I can give another person that information if there ever comes around again.
No doubt.
It's growth.
No doubt. It's okay it's okay not to know.
Yes, sir.
It's okay not to know. Oh man, this one right here make me tired.
I'm just saying, I want to show this from Jay, because I didn't want them. I just want to let people know that you're versatile as well.
Ooh, that made me tired.
I just want them to know that you're versatile as well. So it's just, yeah.
So again, look at the smiles. Look at them. They just having a good time. It don't have nothing to do with ego. That's love right there.
That's what it's all about.
Passion and love for the dance.
They gonna keep that going since he passed away, or what? Do you know?
You know what? I have no idea, bro. I really don't. I hope they continue to do it in his honor, in his memory, man. Because I mean, he was a real good brother, real cool brother.
Word.
Yeah.
Spinderella. You call it Spinderella?
Yeah. Shoot, that little girl right there, I used to challenge her all the time. At that time, she was an athlete. She was running track at TSU. And I mean, that girl can go. I mean, that song right there, if you can hear that song, how fast it was, it ain't a lot of people that can do it. So.
But keep her shirt on, Jay. Keep her shirt on.
She's moving. One thing she's doing is keeping her feet moving the whole time. Word.
Oh, was that doing the house music part, Jay?
Yeah, that was that house music they was playing, and we just started there. Yeah.
Word.
That
That's
girl.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yes, sir.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I just want to see versatility because you got the showcases where it's nice and smooth, but you also got the ones that you can speed it up. So I just want everybody to be able to see.
Yeah, it's
I
all
want everybody to be able to see, just like with Swingout. There are variations.
Yeah. So. Well, brothers, listen, I appreciate y'all having me on here.
Yes, sir.
When Dom hit me, I said, whatever y'all ask, I'm there. You know what I mean? Because y'all always been down and been there for me. So although I had something to do, I put it on pause for a little bit just to be here. Yes, to be here for y'all fellas, man. And I appreciate you guys for all you do. Keep doing what you do. You know what I mean? Keep the mentality y'all have, man. Stay wise, and I think that's what we have to constantly do in our community as leaders. We got to stay wise, man, and stay supportive of each other. It doesn't matter, who doing what or whatever, support, because whatever that person is doing, they're doing it to benefit somebody else. And if it's about the community, you're going to support them.
Yes, sir.
So that's why I support you guys, and I appreciate y'all for supporting me, having me on your show. Appreciate all you guys out there in Corona land for being on this platform and listening, and hopefully you guys take the wisdom that these brothers are passing on and bring that into the community. So when we come out of this thing, we come out wiser, we come out better. So appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe out there.
Appreciate it, hey, man. You be safe out there, bro.
No doubt.
Oh, no doubt. You got some Tuesday or what? You skipping a week or what?
No. Actually, we are. We're just talking about the power of collaboration.
That's right.
The power of collaboration and the importance of us, because as we move forward, it's really important that we start to use our collective influence in order to really grow and build the community and make the community stronger. And what you guys are talking about plays a big part in that. Yes. Putting aside your egos.
I like that.
And we're probably going to touch on that a little bit too.
Sounds good. Y'all make sure y'all tune in with Jay on Tuesdays, y'all. Check him out, man. Like I said, much love to your brother. Hope we see you again, man.
No doubt. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. That was Jay on the show, y'all. We don't know what happened to Dominique.
All right. If we don't have a few dropouts from Don, the show ain't right. So, we on time. Yeah, we're right on with it.
But today we are talking about egos, and I got a question to ask everyone who is tuned in right now. Since we're still talking about egos, and the question is, are you asking or willing to receive constructive criticism or feedback? So I'm gonna ask y'all that question. How would you feel if someone gave you some constructive feedback, whether it was good or whether it was bad? And I mean, how would you deal with that?
Does the setting matter, or where it's being done at, or?
I'm gonna say that the setting doesn't matter.
Oh,
I'm gonna say the setting doesn't matter. So whether you're an instructor, you can put it there, or a dancer, or maybe even a spectator. I mean,
well, no. What I'm saying is, if it's let's say it's just an open social floor dancing.
Yes, we're gonna make it an open floor setting.
Ooh.
We're gonna make it an open floor setting. So if you was out dancing, let's say at Jay's 3 event,
don't look.
You out there getting it in, and you just got done dancing somebody. You go to sit down, and somebody came and gave you some constructive criticism, some feedback. How would you feel about that? Yeah, I see a couple of things popping up.
Bro, look here. Office hours.
Yes, her and that turtle.
But DeMarick, honestly, it depends on who's actually trying to tell them something. Honestly.
Okay. Let's go into that a little bit. What do you mean?
Me, you, and the whole world know whoever trying to tell somebody, we know they trash, whether they male or female. Whether they male or female, we know they trash.
Yes.
And they try to tell somebody something else. Come on, man. Go in the corner over there. Go in the corner and don't even talk to them. Just go in the corner. Take yourself to the corner.
Jackie said it depends on the delivery. I agree with that also, Jackie. It does depend on the delivery. I definitely agree with that.
And see, she also, Miss Yvonne said this. That's what I'm saying. Don't make me blow the whistle, y'all. Don't make me.
Yeah, I agree.
The dance part is to dance.
Yes. I agree with that. We got to let people enjoy themselves. The classroom is for the class. Dance, open floor dancing is for dancing.
Yeah, that's why I asked you at the beginning what setting we talking about. So,
well, I hope everybody can take constructive criticism in the class, but everybody can't.
No, they can't.
Everybody can't. Everybody.
But it's called class.
Exactly. So sometimes people want to leave your class because you're giving them that criticism, and they want to go to a class where they get them yes men, them yes women. But is that really improving your dance doing that? I like that, Renee. I like what she said. Don't mind constructive criticism from sound advice. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree with that. You have to know what you're talking about for me to fix whatever you feel that I'm doing wrong. And you have to have some experience. Because you got some people out here who want to be instructors who ain't instructors, ain't taught a class or nothing.
But
and think they can tell you everything. I ain't taught a class, but this is what you're doing wrong. And we did define ego. That's the first thing we did. I think Jay, if you go at the beginning of the show with Jay broke it down like very well.
You see a little bit said.
First, I would probably determine if you could critique me, then go from there. A little bit crazy. I agree a little bit. Are you even worth? Listen, we got a lot of people. Let's be real, Swingout family. Let's be real. We got a lot of people that step foot. They learn their little basics and everything. They feel like they can just teach people on the floor, or they can try to teach people. How do we go about even fixing that situation where we can kind of slow it down, which I don't think we'll be able to, but we have to get to a point where we have to at least train our students to not pay attention to people like that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing for us to even do that?
Yes, it's a good thing. I mean, even if we all know our list of folks who can't teach worth of, not instructors, just people, period. Just can't teach worth of, I can't find a word, but you know what I mean. But whether we at KK Brick House, whether we back in the day at the lodge, no matter what, it's always people that's gonna try and give somebody something unsolicited for the most part. They ain't even got their footwork right. So I don't know. It ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, I agree.
But like you said, it's up to us to let our students know, be like, look, does it sound right to you? How about that? Does it sound right to you?
Oh my goodness. Well, we do have a lot of men Swingout. That's one thing I always notice, that somebody be like, yeah, this guy said he teaches, and I'll be like, what guy? And I look at that, and it can't even teach a fly to fly. So how the hell you gonna try to teach you something he just learned about 3 weeks ago? And we definitely want to try to stop a lot of our students from listening to guys or women like that who like a little bit said, if they can't critique anyone else, then they don't have no business trying to teach anybody anything. What's going on, Dom?
Did J3 say on 2 occasions that there were people that were trash?
I sure did. Oh, hold on. TRASH exclamation point. Hold on. HSART. I spell it backwards. You don't make me none. Trash. Garbage. Landfill. Is that better?
Dominique, J3 been on it, man.
My fault. I'm only supposed to do this.
There you go.
So I know I missed a lot because I literally thought that the fact that my laptop had 80-something% stuff in it, it was going to be good, and it didn't. It failed me, and I needed more juice. So yeah, I dropped the ball on that. So
DeMarick, was it on the update with the laptop?
So I'm back, so I could actually come back and try to bring some more justice to what's going on, because I believe you guys have been being very, very energetic while I have not been on the line.
No, we haven't said not one thing, honestly, till now, and we really kept on topic. We kept on the topic, which is egos, and we stayed on topic. Now we get back.
Okay, so egos. Let's get back to the egos. Or are we on something else? I just want to know, because there's a lot of stuff over here on the side that I have no idea what the hell they're talking about, and I really would like to understand what they're talking about. But
so what we're talking about is someone giving someone constructive feedback on a social setting.
Okay, so we've already established that that's probably a no-no. Mm-hmm. Especially if it's unsolicited, or we've talked about that. We've said that over and over and over and over and over and over. No one's chucking on the floor. We've said that. So we're beating up that dead horse. So
I Miss Janelle right quick though, because she is new to the game. So
okay. So is it in poor taste when I ask you guys? Ask me what?
Well, she's on the dance floor. You know, she's asking for feedback and this and that and yada yada.
Never. Why would it be in poor taste if you want to improve on something, and you're dancing with someone who can actually help you improve? That's not poor taste. Now, what they may say to you while you're dancing is, "You're doing fine. Just keep dancing." When they're saying that, they truly mean you're doing fine. Just keep dancing. Sometimes people think that it's more like he's just letting me make it. No, if it's me and I say you're doing fine, keep dancing. Keep dancing.
Yes.
You're probably doing it well, and your body is taking over, and you don't even know it. But because you're not used to your body actually taking over your movements, and they're actually flowing the way they're supposed to flow, it feels odd to you because you're so programmed into I have to step or do things a certain way. Did I answer? Okay, I guess I did. I'm just jumping back on. I did a wardrobe change.
You're good, bro.
Oh yeah, I want to say that.
Yeah, we see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's about, y'all.
That's why I did it. So what we got? We got some more stuff. So we let's talk about some of the egos that we have as the dancers who are out on the floor. Like sometimes we have guys who have an ego and they tell the ladies, "Well, hey, just follow me. I got it." Mm-hmm. You know, and they've also told the ladies, "Hey, you know, the lady have probably told them, hey, I'm just a beginner. Kind of take me a certain thing and dance with me a certain way." And they take it upon themselves to say, oh, I got this, just follow me and stuff like that, and they continue to do things that are really not on the level of that lady. I think that's an ego.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's an ego inside. You know, that's. I mean, does anybody kind of agree with that? Am I speaking on something that, you know, that's relevant?
Very relevant.
Yeah.
Because you know, as us as instructors, if we see some guys, if we go tell you, say, man, she's a beginner.
Mm-hmm.
Not all right, me. She's a beginner. All right, okay. I look over there, 2 minutes to the songs. You done the splits, one handstand. You trying to get her to do a diva walk. The girl just barely got a basic. She only know 3 moves. Oh, you trying to wrap her up and put her in a butterfly chokehold?
Trying to do a dip.
Bro, I told you she's a beginner. What? Come on, man.
I agree. I totally agree. Because I feel like this. Fellas, we got to do, especially like seasoned dancers, we got to do better on knowing who we dancing with and taking them through, especially if it's a beginner. Just take her through her basics. Take her through her basics and let her get used to learning her basics and her footwork and her count, which is very important in the dance. You know, you doing all that sometimes can discourage them and just it's going to stop dancing. And that's
what I'm saying. The ego comes in because when we're coming out social dancing, your ego says, "Hey, I can do this." Even your ego says, "I can do this stuff with her, even if she is a beginner."
Mm.
I mean, if I think that's part of ego.
It
when
is.
you up here and start to feel, oh, I got it. I got it like that. I can do all this with a beginner.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing. Honestly, there are a few that can.
That's too big.
A few.
That's too big. That's too big.
Yeah.
A few that can. So I won't disrespect those guys who can. So there is but it's a small few. It's not a compared to the whole community. It's a very small few.
There's a not even to eat up.
Boy, y'all acting bad. Both of y'all acting bad today, man.
I think I'm rubbing off on James. But I agree is that that's it.
But here, let me tell you something too. On the flip side of that, we do have some followers. Who feel like because they found a way to add a little of whatever they want to do to the dance, they have an ego.
Yeah.
And they won't even dance with certain lower level dancers. I mean, I might be wrong, but a lot of times there are ladies who will say, well, no, I ain't dancing with him. I ain't dancing with him. And it's not because he doesn't dance well. It's because they don't feel like he can give them a good dance. When sometimes you never know. He might be basic, but that's more opportunity for you to shine and work on what you're going to work on. But your ego says, oh, well, no, I ain't dancing with him. He just basic all the time. You may be able to bring some little additive, little spices to him to bring him up.
I agree.
Is that something that may happen? I mean, I want to be fair.
Oh yeah,
fair.
You on the roll, man.
And then not knowing on the flip side, guess what? That lead thought the same thing about her when she was starting out, but he danced with her anyway. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't got out here. Ooh, I don't want no beginner leads. Okay, take yourself back to when you were starting.
Exactly.
So I'm just saying it happens on both sides, but it's that the whole topic of today was about these egos. It's about those egos that we end up having we have these guys who their ego sets in, they're gonna do whatever they want to do in the dance anyway. Then we have these ladies who egos is, I'm coming out tonight to show out. I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna do this and that, and they're not even thinking about the nuances of the dance and following and making it, you know, where they can kind of roll and do some things and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just we're doing it to each other because of our own heads and what would you. We got to start coming out to think, let me just go ahead and try to work and have this conversation with this partner.
Mm-hmm.
We come out too many times trying to figure out, and sometimes, and I get it, you come from a class, you was real successful in that class, doing your moves in the class, all that kind of stuff right there. So now you come out and you want to practice it. Yes, that's fine. But practicing it should show you where you are wrong or where you are right in leading whatever move it was you learned in class. If you cannot lead it with that person that is not in class, there is something wrong in the formula that you just did that you need to correct. It does not mean force the follower into whatever it is that you did. And tell her she's wrong.
That's the thing. Now that's where that constructive criticism come in. Because like I said, we have so many people tell these dancers, oh, you're good. Oh, I love dance with you. And y'all know that he looking like trash ass or she looking like trash ass. But y'all still telling them, I'm sorry. But y'all still telling them they're doing good. Then y'all get mad when somebody gets hurt or they getting pulled or they getting tugged or she's not triple stepping and she's heavy on the arms and all this stuff. But you've been telling her this whole time, oh, you're good.
Okay. Yvonne Anderson, real quick. I don't jump on this. Yvonne Anderson says, explain what you're meaning about someone dancing well as opposed to someone giving you a good dance. Ego. Y'all jump on it before I get up.
We been here. Go and get it. Put it in the chokehold.
Okay. What I'm meaning by somebody dancing well and there is no difference between somebody dancing and someone giving you a good dance. Those two things are the same thing. To me, that has nothing to do with the ego. The ego is you wanting to make sure everybody sees what you're doing. Because here's the thing, you can do all that in the back of the crowd. Like sometimes we do. Or you can just try to make sure you jump up there, and what you'll do is you try to make sure you get it right there with everybody else, and you kind of showboat with them. And them folks up there are not worried about showboating at all. They doing their own thing. All of a sudden, you see somebody all of a sudden trying to giving a woman 4 million turns out of the blue, and all of a sudden he giving her a dip and a half his combinations are a dip with a half turn with a split and turn reverse and all this kind of stuff here with a half turn on the other side, and then you grab her on this side and flip her around and things like that. It just, for some reason, she looks like she's holding on for life. Ego. As a lead. Ego as a follower is that man can't simply do his basics and it's enough for you. If he's doing his basics solidly, it should be like hallelujah for you. Because now you can actually think about doing some little stuff in between. Because you know he's going to give you some good solid basics. But some of y'all want to get worked. You know, y'all be talking about, I need to work it out. I need somebody going. No, you probably need somebody to help you just make sure you got some good smooth basics and sexy the hell out of them basics up. And then maybe every once and now and then he give you something a little special to make you kind of think, ooh, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But the majority of the time, y'all looking for the pizzazz the entire time. sometimes, ladies, you're the reason why these guys sit up here the most and try to figure out how many new moves they can do. Because they feel like y'all love the new moves. So they're like, oh, DeMarick doing this, James doing this, such and such doing this, such and such. So now they trying anything under the sun to be a part of that. It's not wrong, but here's the thing: if you're not going to the people who are actually doing it, how are you supposed to learn it?
YouTube. that's their thing. I watched your video and I caught that move you did all the time. You know I'm right.
But I mean, that's good. That's good. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you caught the video. I'm glad you did this. But now, what did you catch in the video?
Not a damn thing.
I mean, because I need the guy to tell me what part did you catch, because you may not have saw something in the video that happened in there. But you've taken it and you've tried to figure it out, and you couldn't figure it out, so you just tried to make it work.
I agree.
But here's the thing: everybody can be great in their own right if they just take your time, pull your ego out of it, guys. It's okay to say, I don't know everything. I've been going to a class. I'm a beginner. Let me work on my steps with a lady that's a follower. How about guys let their ego down and go dance with a whole lot of ladies that are even more advanced than them and say this, hey, how'd I do tonight?
I agree.
What would that damage your ego to do that? To get some advice from the woman that you're leading, how you made her feel in the dance. And ladies, stop lying. Because it doesn't help. If he hurt you in the dance, say, listen, I know he was gigging, but at one point when you try to tug my arm a little bit, and don't do it on the floor, but listen, that kind of hurt a little bit, because ladies, I hope I got y'all attention. When you are not honest with your lead about what he's doing in his dance, he is going to do that with the next 10 ladies that he dances with.
Preach.
I understand there's not a lot of ladies and not a lot of leads in the dance that want to dance all the time, and you want to get a good dance with everybody. I just came to dance, and all this kind of doesn't make a difference to you. But it will make a difference when your rotator cuff is hurting. It will make a difference when something else happens, or you get hit in the head by somebody next to you that's doing a double turn and happens to pop you on the side of the head because they were being wild. This thing will make a difference. Back in the day, we were more concerned about being smooth and dancing with each other, and our moves just came out of it. Yeah, we showboated like a mug. We sure did, but we kept it tight, where everybody had a time to shine. Now, everything is so wide and open because everybody's got their head in the game. Their ego is so big. We can't even take it back to being smooth. And I'm talking about smooth even on some fast music. That's on both sides of the fence. Because I can't always blame the guys, because in a sense, the guys are doing the best that they can. But here's my little issue with the guys. Stop sitting up here talking mad stuff and trying to holler at these women and stuff and talk about these other dudes to try to put yourself on. Ego.
Man.
If you got it like that, you ain't got to sit up here and talk about that instructor, talk about that person or whatever, and you single and you trying to holler at that woman. You ain't got to do all that there.
Because let's be real, that person going to find out.
And they're gonna find out.
And they're gonna find out.
They're gonna find out exactly what you said.
Exactly. So don't get all in your feelings about it when he come and check you about it. Because at the end of the day, it's about respect. If you can do it behind my back, you can do it in my face. That's my motto. If you can talk behind my back, you can do it in my face.
Ego.
Yes, sir.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
You know, ego. But again, this is a two-part conversation. We both are doing this thing to each other. We both are doing this thing to each other. Ladies, you got to handle your part and have your part. And guys, you got to handle your side of the thing too. Egos sometimes stop us from doing that. And sometimes egos will stop us instructors from sitting there getting help on some stuff that we need to get help on. I don't like that person. I don't whatever. Let me tell you something. In my years as being a band director, I've been to symposiums where I did not like the person who was giving the lecture. But he was the doctor of such and such at the university or whatever. And guess what? I needed the information that person had. Screw who the person was delivering the message. I needed the message.
Yes, sir.
Egos sometimes will not allow us to go and say, you know what? I could use a little help with that. Egos will say, oh, I'm just as good as him. I don't care. It's whatever. Egos won't even let you respect somebody who done something over and over and respect them or whatever and respect what they've done. Egos. Ursula said it perfect. When we jump back to that, Ursula said it perfect. Please stop lying. When they get to me, I'm going to tell them that they are hurting me and that move didn't feel good. They won't believe me because no other woman has been honest with them and told them.
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's the truth. You're hurting leads by not being honest with them. Because you're trying to protect their what? Ego.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we wanted to get on this deep subject, man. It is, and we might have to have a whole part 2 to this.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm really feeling that we might really have to have a part 2 to this because I think this really is a huge effect on what's going on both sides. It even affects our growth. It affects the fact that instructors hating on each other. It affects all of that because of egos, man. It does. And I will never be disappointed and say I never played a part in it. I have played a part. I don't play a part anymore. I have played a part in it. But as everybody can see, I'm trying to get everybody on a certain page now. I'm about this. Jay said, yes, definitely. We got to do a part 2, man. We definitely have to do a part 2 because there's so much more to get into about this. And I think everybody's finally starting to get into it, now. I mean, we'll stay on for a couple of more minutes, because I see people starting to really chime in, Pam say, I say it again, even an inexperienced dancer, male or female, can give you great feedback. Well, I'm going to tell you this. I cannot say an inexperienced dancer can give me great feedback. Because what are you going to give me feedback on? You don't know anything. So I hear what you're saying. You can give me feedback on what you see from the outside when you see somebody dancing. But you can't give me feedback in the dance if you're inexperienced and you don't know what you're doing. Y'all kind of see what I'm saying? I'm not saying it open or back. But if it's a beginner who's watching, yes, absolutely. You can give me feedback on what you think is going on. That's absolutely. But if you're in the dance, no. Because Miss Pam, there's no way a beginner lead can tell you what to do on leading and you're in the dance. I just don't believe that a beginner lead who's completely inexperienced can give you a perspective, can give you feedback on your dance. you know, you my girl. I ain't tripping, you know, nothing like that. But I just don't believe that part. You know what I'm saying? You should be open to receive it. However, the place is not on the social floor. Even if this person did it in class, they're inexperienced. So that's the part, only word I have a problem with. You know what I'm saying? You should seek feedback after the dance. Now, that's definitely true. Everybody should always seek feedback after the dance. But if it's a person who's comfortable with somebody enough and they want feedback, what's wrong with them asking?
Yeah.
It's social. So what's wrong with them asking? Okay. If someone is hurting you, of course, you should address it at that time. Followers can hurt leads. But that's the thing. There's a lot of leads that are hurting followers, and followers are not saying anything because they want to dance. Ooh, what put what Latoya says up? I almost want to put them back to back. She says, who decides the criteria to make you an instructor? Here's the thing. I'm going to be as honest as I can be about this. There has never been an official syllabus set up that is in writing, put to place that people can say, this is concrete what it is. It's always been about word of this, that, and the other, and people can take it upon themselves to make themselves an instructor because there is no bylaws. I mean, that's being straight up. There is no rule that says somebody can't. Okay, Miss Pam, I get it. You said an inexperienced dancer can tell you that you're pulling. Yes, that's just one aspect. Yeah, they can tell me that I'm pulling, but how would they know I'm pulling? What if I'm stepping back on my lead and leading them back and I'm not using my arm to pull? So I mean, I'm not arguing with you. So don't, please, Queen. I'm not arguing. I'm not saying that. And I understand that's your perspective, but that's your perspective on one part of it, and that's whether you hell a beginner dancer who's been training under you should be able to tell you that you pull it. It's a whole lot of ladies out there that's advanced dancers who don't tell guys that they pull it. So again, Queen, I'm not going against you at all, Queen. Trust me. You know, I worked with you, so I'm not going against you. I'm just saying, because now you're saying this is my point of view. I'm not saying it's not your point of view. So you ain't got it. Don't get all up. I'm not saying that, sweetheart. I'm not saying that, Queen, at all. But what I'm looking at is the general picture of it. An inexperienced dancer, that's somebody who does not know at all what they're doing. So that's the perspective I looked at it as. So I love you. No fights, no nothing like that. All right.
It's a good subject tonight.
Here we go. I don't know, Maestro. Perhaps the experienced dancer has allowed their ego to overtake them and are unaware that they're taking someone too fast. Is this not possible? Absolutely. Do you guys feel the same way?
I do. I definitely do.
Absolutely. And that's what we were just speaking about. Absolutely. Absolutely. The inexperienced dancer sometimes has let their ego overtake them, and that they are unaware that they're doing too much. And I said that before, that it could be earlier on. I said it could be a sickness where a person doesn't even know that they're doing it. I want to dance, but if you are aggressive and putting me in harm's way, I would tell you and decline further. You know, then there's your feedback. Yeah.
But it has to be across the board on both sides, and we have to accept it on both sides, guys. That's the thing. We have to accept it on both sides. Now, what I can tell you this, an inexperienced dancer can tell you when something rhythmically doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Can we agree?
Now that's true.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Pam. Mwah, mwah. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, but I'm just saying, until people address her, and it's on both sides. Like, guys, you don't have to say that the woman is doing too much or whatever the case may be, but let her do a dance. Give her some time to do her dance, and sometimes there are women who are doing too much as well too. It's both sides. We got to be able to take it from each other. Oh, what did Ursula say? There are some inexperienced dancers who think they're experienced. We hear it and see it all the time when people who go and take, honestly, they take a month of classes. Get comfortable on 2 basics. Want to go social dancing the next week. They go social dancing that next week, and then tell the woman that's out there dancing, what is she doing something wrong? We see it. It happens, guys. Let's be honest, man. Sometimes we just are not honest about these small little things. It happens. And the moment that we decide to really understand that they do happen and correct them and say, you know what, these things do happen. Let's try to figure out a way to fix them.
Yeah.
And in order to fix them, we got to do what? Put some egos to the side. I told people even early in the thing, man, I've had an ego about it. I've had an ego where I feel like my only way to do stuff was this. It was only going to be this and that. And my ego came from the fact that I knew so much. And I knew that I knew so much. But that made me nasty. And it made me not a nice person. And it wasn't that. It was just like, when you know so much about a subject, sometimes people are like, they don't present well. And I wasn't at one point. I had growth that I still had to do. Everybody still has growth. Now I can proudly say I don't feel like that anymore. I don't care what DeMarick does. I don't care what James. I don't care what none of y'all do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some advice on how to teach it a certain way with technique. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to leave it out there, and I'm going to leave it right there. And that's it. It's on you from there. I know what I've done. I know what I've been through. I know what I can give you. I know and I'll leave it like that. You ain't got to worry about Dominique saying, "Oh, well, such and such teach this, such and such teach that." Yeah, I did that before. I did, but it was on a teaching aspect. It was never about anything personal, anything like that. It was on how you teach people, because I'm an educator, and I believe even when you teach little kids, you teach them certain ways to get performance or a certain thing out of them. You don't lazily teach them because you would get a lazy product out of these people's learning. And maybe that's wrong for me in my ego for thinking that I could expect a certain amount of excellence.
I like that, Dominique.
And sometimes that excellence is my passion, but sometimes can be a part of an ego as well too. So we all deal with these egos, and we okay a little bit, yes, yes, yes. And I offended some people, and we've had some issues and stuff, but it was always about the dance. It was never about anybody personally and what you did in your life, who you was messing with, who you didn't. It was always about how you are teaching or educating people, being an educator. That's it. Too much passion sometimes at times can turn into a bad ego. But when you start to realize it, then you can find a way to bring it together again and really do that. You know what I'm saying? No one has all the knowledge in any professional industry. There are several specialists, in my opinion. Dance is no different. You're absolutely correct. And that's why we should have more instructor symposiums and things like that and get off our egos and come together and share information with each other.
Yes. Yes, sir.
We call them in education professional developments. Just saying. Anyway, I think we had a great show tonight, guys.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed it. It was definitely a great show, man.
I think we had a great show. I want to shout out to my man Jay Owens,
yes, sir,
coming in and dropping some major knowledge and enlightening us on things. I want to shout out to all the people in the comments. You guys were amazing. I'm gonna probably go backwards and try to see if I can catch up. Janetta says, no one person has all the knowledge, any profession. We just talked about that. You're absolutely right, sweetheart. Thank you, Miss Felicia, for hanging out. It's 1:15 where she is. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Chanel Young says, the ones who may need to see and hear this may not be watching. True that. Pam Butler, my Oklahoma dance sister, you have valuable insight. Please keep this in mind. Let's see. We did good going backwards. If there's anything we didn't tackle real quick, so I want to tackle it real quick before we go, because I don't want their question to go in vain that we probably should have really snatched. Was there anybody in the back so far? I'm all the way back up to Ursula. I always tell the leads. I went back pretty far, so I don't think there's too much.
We're good.
We should be good, right?
We're good.
Be good. Let's see. Awesome, gents. Thank you, Ursula. We can't wait to dance with you.
Yep.
For real. James, did you pull a Sharika and fall out the chair?
Nah, no problem. I had to go close the blinds. Got the front of the house all open, wide open.
Oh, thank you, Kenneth, for hanging out with us and hanging out with us and doing your little thistle with us, my partner. Appreciate it. Guys, it was great tonight, man. It really was. And definitely we're going to have a part 2. Because literally we probably could have went on a little bit, because I think people are starting to really get into the meat of it and see where all the directions can go.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to have a part 2.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, come on, give them the church announcements.
Ken folks, Clyde Warner, 6 p.m. Sunset is at 7:17 tomorrow night. So that's why we're starting earlier. We don't have no lights. 6 p.m. 6. Okay. 6, Clyde Warner. Hour 45 minutes, 2 hours. Go back home. Or go wherever you're going. Coming out and dance. Last week, I appreciate y'all. Well, actually, we all appreciate y'all. Y'all acted a donkey. We changed within 50 minutes of the locations.
Mm-hmm.
Pushed it back an hour. Everybody came out. Y'all felt like we was up at Cliff Club. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. 6 p.m. Hopefully the Cowboys will go ahead and make it a blowout. So that way everybody can be on their way on out there. 6 to 8. Or until the battery run out. Y'all know how we do. Don't act brand new. Okay? Clyde Warner.
Yeah, let's have our DFW Swingout shirts on representing. Let's have them shirts on.
Oh, check this out. If you don't have one of these yet, that's fine. If you got a class shirt that's representing Swing Out or something like that, wear it.
Let's represent tomorrow, y'all. Let's represent tomorrow.
Rock it on out. We loving everybody's things.
And if we're gonna take a group picture, make sure everybody line up with a cone. That way we'll be distanced and
right.
Yeah.
And also with that, guys, make sure some people we're gonna ask you to start condensing your dance a little bit more. so you can stay within like four cones. A lot of times we kind of stretching out a little bit more. Now, if there is nobody around you, you can stretch out all you want. But if we start to get a lot more people on the floor, please stay within the confines of those 4, what we call your box. Stay in your box. If you know swing out, we always talk about stay in your box. You stay in your box. That'll help us stay distance and things like that.
I agree.
I'm doing my dance all the way to Union Tall Bow. How about that?
On that note, time for the music.
We love y'all. We love y'all. We miss you guys, man. We really miss you guys. We miss the park, man. We miss being at the park. So we're gonna be excited. James got some new music for us to jam, and we got some old music to put. We just be there.
Oh, y'all
gonna come be there. And if you're gonna come, be there because we starting at 6, whether the Cowboys doing whatever.
What if I'm not there? What if I'm somewhere else?
We have to figure out the end of the game somewhere else. Man, we done gave them 2 games so far.
Y'all better pull your phones out. They got Wi-Fi up there.
This boy said he is in Cozumel. Is that where you at right now, bro? Hey, you don't want to put the shirt on.
I can
on that note,
he in Cozumel, Cliftoness.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Turtles.
Yeah.
Shout out to the shirt with the Turtles because beginners rock. They rock, they rock, they rock. Shout out to my best friend CJ. Make sure you take care of that boil in the bag for me and plenty of shrimps in it.
Must be nice. Got personal orders and everything.
Hey, that's my bestie. I tried. Hey, come on now. Hey, I'm always shout out to the squad, Unique Dance Company. I gotta throw them out there. DeMarick, I know you finna go ahead and do it. Go ahead, shout out to them.
We just dance different. D-Town swing, stand up.
You gonna say in his radio voice and all that.
And let me tell you something. I represent the entire squad. We're talking about not the new squad, the old squad. Anybody who I have taught and have graduated under me or whatever, things like that. You are part of the Unique Dance Company. You are part of the squad. You need to go and grab you a shirt too, but you are part of that. Even James got a Unique Dance Company shirt. DeMarick got one. We all in the family together. So you just make sure, and it doesn't matter to shout out to everybody and help them at the same time too. Jay, you just popped on here. You late. So, I got a request. I got one request.
Okay.
Before you leave, before we get out of here, can we do the countdown?
The countdown of numbers.
Can we do the numbers?
See, that's why I can't take y'all nowhere.
Come on.
You can cook my boy every day.
Listen, I don't care which set of numbers you decide to use.
Oh, we got the ABC song now.
Are you
See, that's
serious?
why he on probation. That's why he on probation.
No, I'm not ready for that. No, not tonight, bro. I don't even think I'm already starting to choke up right now. I can't handle that one, bro. I can't. Come on, let's go back to the numbers and let's bid our people goodbye off these numbers. People, we love you.
Yeah,
we want to say goodnight with this.
So sad.
yeah.
So sad. So sad.
Oh, I hear it too.
We already know we ain't gonna get in trouble for this song.
Right.
You can turn this one up.
41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 47, 48, 49.
Come on. One more time. Hit it. Let's go.
41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49.
Yeah. I'm swing dancing to that. I need to play tomorrow.
You gotta hold that pose right there. You gotta hold that pose.
Now when he started pop locking like he Usher, that was it for me. That was it for me.
Bam.
Oh my goodness.
We are officially done, guys.
Bam. What?
Hey.
What?
Hey.
You better hit him.
Oh.
That's a Vietnamese Usher. Now if he bring his crew in it. Where's crew at? Hey.
46, 47, 48, 49.
Bam. What?
Get it
What?
on the numbers. He
What?
can count. You better understand.
Yeah.
Yes. From
But for real,
DFW, we are out.
Dominique, for real though, was that upbeat or downbeat?
Hey, that nigga was hitting them 41s and 42s and 43s on the downbeat. 41,
Okay.
42, 43.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
45. I held it. 46, 46.
But listen, that dance, that pop locker, that was on the upbeat. That's how some of y'all gonna look.
Bam, bam. You get them ups. And pop. Get them.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
Bye, dance family. We love y'all.